guys, it's Petrolem here, and today I would like to show you some fractured space. Now this is a relatively new game. It's still in early development. It's in alpha stage and it's early access on Steam at the minute. And yeah, it's like it's a new space MOBA, and you get to have these ships. You get to use these ships, and then you have your lanes that you go down, and you battle the enemy basically, and try and capture the points. But yeah, it's using the Unreal Engine 4, and as you can see, the graphics on this game are very, very nice. Yeah, I just wanted to go through a bit of a rundown of what these ships are and what they do, and yeah, maybe show you some of my favorites. Okay, so we'll start with the USR. This is the one of the factions, and you'll start off with this ship. It's called the Pioneer. It's a good ship. At first I didn't like it too much, but it's grown on me now that I know how to use it. So let's have a look at its loadout. And so it has these void charges. These are your primary weapon. They've got good range, good damage, and yeah, I like using the light ones. They're pretty good. It's got a gravity nuke, which has fantastic range, and it does a big damage to the enemy. It's got a reveal sector, and it's got missiles. Most of them have the missiles. It also has a detection buoy, which is sends out a little drone that sits in space, and anything that enters its area it will reveal, so like any stealth ships and stuff like that. And then it's just got the basic engine there. But yeah, that's one of your starter ships. In the Zarek, you've got your starter ship will be the Venturer. Now this is a very good ship. I actually loved playing this at the beginning. It's a very tanky style ship. Can soak up a lot of damage, and with this loadout it's a bit more basic. You don't have any upgrade options with it, but the main weapon is quite nice. It's just a mining laser, pretty good range, good damage. It also has this Stonecracker as your alternate weapon, and it's got a fantastic range of 24,000 meters, and it's basically, it does 5,000 damage, but it's armor only, so it will strip enemy armor, which means your mining laser can go right through. It has a healing and defend pulse, which is good in a tight situation. You can heal up a good portion of your health, and it's area of effect, so it'll heal your allies as well, and it also damages any missiles and small craft like little fighters and bombers that have come to attack you. It's got the regular missiles, and then it's got a shield buoy, which it's like the Pioneer, where it sends out a little drone or a little buoy in space, and it just sits there and it creates a shield bubble with a good range of 3,000 meters, and it reduces damage by 33%, which is again nice in a tight situation, and it's helpful to your teammates as well. And on the Titan side, the beginning ship is a Sentinel. Now I believe this is the one you unlock from completing the basic training. Basically, this is the one you'll get for doing the basic training. It's a nice ship. It's more of a support class ship. This obviously has a lot more of an upgrade path than the last one, but it has a smart gun, which is really nice. This kind of has an auto homing to its bullets. If you've seen the film Alien, it's the smart gun in that it will track the enemy, which is really nice, especially as it's quite a fast moving ship as well. Its alternate weapon is these rail rockets. They're pretty standard. It basically has two sets of rockets basically, and then it's got a thruster pulse, which allows it to boost at a faster it's a boost that allows you to go quite fast, and then it'll like disable slows, like reduce their effectiveness on you. It has also has a propulsion field, which is its buoy version, and any ships that fly through it while that's active, they get a little boost to their speed as well. So yeah, this is a nice ship. It's got it's good at capturing points. It's good at getting down the other lane pretty quick, and it's a good harass ship really. And then we'll stay with Titan as we're here. The next ship that I unlocked was the Protector. Now this is a little healing ship. I really like it actually. It's a very more support type ship. It has the smart gun. Has a smart gun as its main weapon. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but again, it's enough to harass. And then the main thing you're going to be doing with it is its repair beam, so you can repair your allies. And it's got a reasonable cooldown, and yeah, it's just a good ship. It also has a defensive field, which it creates an aura, a shield around your ship, and so anyone in that aura is going to take 50% less damage. It has a duration of 20 seconds and the cooldown's 60, so yeah, that's good. Again, you're going to be helping people with that. It also has an ability shutdown, so you can fire this at an enemy and it's going to stop them using their abilities for 15 seconds, which is a crazy amount of time. And yeah, that's going to be really helpful in team fights. And then it has these lamprey drones, and it says like they do low level attacks and they drain energy from the target and then bring it back to you. So using your repair beam, you're going to be using a lot of your energy, so they're going to help you get it back off the enemy ships basically. And then it has an upgrade path here. Basically it'll be a stronger beam or shorter cooldown on the beam, but it will have reduced effectiveness and things like that. And then the first attack ship that I unlocked with the Titans is the Reaper. Now this is a really nice ship, very fast. It's basically got 6 cannons on the front of the ship, and it's got fast firing as well, so you can lay down the damage with that. And it has a scythe beam, which has got good range, and it's basically an armor piercer, so that will shred the armor and then allow your Reaper cannon to go straight through. It has shroud, which will shroud the ship on the sides, so if anyone tries to flank you, you activate that, and it takes a lot of, it doesn't actually say how much of a percentage it reduces, but I'm pretty, yeah, not a lot of damage can get through it. It's really nice in your tight situation. Again, it's got Corvo missiles. Now these are probably my favorite missiles actually, because of how fast they are. They can they'll hit people very quick, so in a busy team fight situation, people won't react in time to be able to put on their defenses to shoot down the missiles, and they'll get through 9 times out of 10, and it'll be really nice. You're going to do damage with them more often than not. And then this has a fighter wing, which is really nice, and the range on these is nice. It's got a 30,000 meter range, and again, they're little harassment ships. Fighters are better for taking down enemy drones and other enemy like bombers and stuff like that, so yeah, they're quite nice. So, and then you've got your tech tree. With the Titans, again, you start off with the Sentinel. I worked my way to the Protector, and then you've got the Reaper, and then you've got all these other ships. Now these take a while to unlock. They require experience of you playing with the Titan ships, and they also require credits as well, or platinum, whichever you prefer, but yeah, credits are the main way. So the Leviathan is their big tanky ship. It's a nice ship. It's good. It's got good cannons. It's got like a fusion beam, and then it's got one of its main abilities is this create a jump point, which allows you to drop a drone in space, and then all your allies can jump to it which is fantastic. Like, especially if you're in the mid lane, you can get all your allies to come straight to you, which is really nice. And then it's got your basic missiles and some fighters. There's other ships here, but I mean, the Interceptor is a really nice ship. It's basically a better version of the Reaper. It's got a massive rail cannon on it. But yeah, these are the Titan ships. You can see they all have their same general look, which is nice. Nice little smooth, sleek look. You've got the Zarek. Now, these are my personal favourites. I love the Zarek ships. You started off with the Venturer, and then I've worked my way to the Hunter. This is a nice ship. It does good amounts of damage. It's got basically a auto cannon that fires, like, its cooldown is 1.5 seconds, and it does good damage. And then your main harassment tool is Blink, which allows you to blink to a destination in space about, well, yeah, range of 7,500 meters, and you do a quick relocate, which is really nice to distract the enemy, and it throws them off a bit. This also has a detect, so you can detect cloaked ships that are close to you. It has your standard missiles, and then it has these leech drones, which do small amount of damage, and then they too drain the energy and give it back to you. And yeah, it's got a basic upgrade path here, which is quite nice. This is probably my favourite ship, which is the Gladiator. You've got, let me show you this one a bit more. So this is the Gladiator. This is what it looks like. It's got these, on the side are these 10 cannons, and obviously when you're side onto your enemy, all of these 10 cannons are going to fire, and yeah, you can put out some serious damage with this ship. It's really nice, and it's one of the tankiest ships in the game as well. Your only problem is that you're very slow, and yeah, you have limited range, like angle of fire. So if anything's above you, you're only going to have 5 cannons on this side shooting it, and anything in front of you, you only have these 2 cannons firing. So you have to be side onto the enemy, but that's the catch as well, is that on this side is your weakest point of armor. So they've got to hit the side of you to hurt you, but then you're going to be damaging them a lot more as well. Now, and it also has these mines which you can plonk down, and anyone who flies near them, any enemy that flies near them, they'll activate and blow up, as mines do. And then it has this phalanx armor, which is like the bread and butter of this ship, really. It will reduce your damage by 20%, and then it increases your fire rate by 30%, and your yaw increased by 40%. Basically, you activate this, you can't move really at all. It's very slow, and you're not able to jump when it's on. But once it's on, your fire rate is crazy fast, and you're going to melt ships with it. It's really good. Has, again, basic missiles, and then it has a bomber wing, which is nice for attacking and harassing other ships, especially when they're just out of your range, or if they're going into cover, because they will be wanting to go into cover to hide from you. So yeah, that's probably my favourite ship. And then you've got an overseer in the Zarek line. This is the sniper. Basically, it's got a flux beam which has a range of 60,000 meters, which is massive. That's basically the whole length of the lane. Yeah, this is a nice ship. I've only seen it once in game. Not many people have it at the minute, so I can't tell you a lot about it. But it's a nice looking ship. You've also got the Zarek have a stealth ship. This is the Infiltrator. It's a nice looking ship. Again, can't tell you much about it because I don't own it. The Enforcer. This is a nice ship. It's very fast, good at harassing. This, like the Hunter, has a blink, but it's blink to target, not anywhere. Which is handy. You can blink to your allies and the enemy. and it also has this escalade cannon. Now this is a really nice weapon. It's got short range, not very long range at all, but the damage escalates. So it does. If you only hit with one bullet, it won't do a lot. But if you hit with all 30, 2 times 15, then each damage output is 150% per hit. You're going to be doing some serious damage to enemy ships with it. So you can normally take down a ship in probably 3 to 4 salvos of this cannon, which is quite nice. But it has a base cooldown of 9 seconds, so you're kind of left a bit sat there after you fired your first payload. So it's nice, but it's got its uses. And it also, the other thing about it is it has this capture mod drone, which you put down and it'll capture an area like a mine or gamma, for example, which I'll go into more later. Yeah, it will allow you to capture at 50% faster, and then it also inhibits the enemy by 50% as well. So you're going to be fast and taking points with that, which is quite nice. Back to the USR. After you start off with your Pioneer, and then the first ship that most people tend to get is the Colossus. This is a big tanky ship, really slow, really tanky. It basically has a flat cannon on it, which is nice, short range, and can just basically blast out the damage. It has a disable, which is a very useful ability, because you can stop a ship dead in its tracks for 5 seconds. So any ships trying to run away, you use that, and they're not going anywhere, and you can finish them off. It has a self boost, which is quite good for getting across the lane, because as it is a slow ship, you're going to need it. It has the regular missiles, and then it has a fighter wing as well to help against other enemies, drones and stuff. And then another ship is the Brawler. Now the Brawler is like the oh god, I've forgotten the name. Like the Enforcer, it works better at short range, but it does a lot of damage. So the closer they are to you, the more damage you're going to be doing. And yeah, you also have a harpoon, which you can fire. If it hits the enemy, you can then pull them in, and it drags the ship towards your ship. So you can get them in close range quite easily, and then you're just going to annihilate them with your thumper weapon. And then it also has the concuss. So once they are in your area and you've dragged them in, you use that, and that's going to slow them down, so they won't be able to escape as fast. And then it's just got some attack drones, which, yeah, again, basic damage, but yeah, they'll stop other small things from getting to you. So that's also a nice ship. The USR have a very big pool of ships at the minute. They've got like a nice support ship, the Disruptor, that has little healing drones that it can send out to heal your allies. It's got 2 cloak ships. It's got the Ghost and the Black Widow. The Black Widow uses missiles, I believe, and then the Ghost has ambush, which can amplify its damage output by like 200% or something crazy. The Watchman is their version of the Sniper. It's a pretty good ship, does some good damage, has like a giant rail gun on it, yeah, on the top and on the bottom. And then you've got the Destroyer as well, which is a very nice ship. It's got these huge cannons on the side of it, so it's like it's not quite as tanky as the Colossus. It has a little bit less hull strength, but it makes up for it in damage, and the range on these cannons as well is quite nice, so you're going to be hitting people before they can get to you. So yeah, those are the factions: the USR, the Zarek, and the Titan. We've also got crew as well. I'll just quickly go over the crew. This is my basic setup. You get these little cards and you can replace them. Great. You can replace them with other crew that you have, and then you can unlock more as well. But yeah, it's basic. It just gives you basic but boosts and bonuses to your ships. Now I've only got 2 at the minute. I have my main one that I use, which is for most ships, and then I have a support one which will have the utility cooldown. Basically that's about the only thing different. I haven't got many cards at the minute. My main one is all about my damage and my fire rate, and then the support is all about my utility cooldown and the duration. You've got the store as well, which we just saw. This is where you can buy your platinum from to buy these skins. You've got the founder packs, which you can buy, which gives you like lots of extra skins, and this one, the Vanguard, which is the biggest one, gives you the premium ghost ship. Yeah, and every faction has skins for their ships. Just a quick view of those. You can buy boosts as well if that's what you're into, and then they've got their bundles as well. But yeah, I think that's about the basics and all that you need to know with just to start you off in this game. My next video will be some in-game footage so you can really see what this game is about. And yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time.